difference in people's blood. Now, will you please just take a couple minutes and tell us how genetically modified organisms, non-organic food and dairy, along with EMF frequencies, mess up people's blood and can be visible?
Oh, it absolutely can be visible because the consequences of that food can be really toxic, and when you do the live blood analysis you can detect everything like residues of yeast, undigested proteins and parasites, for instance, that you can detect in the blood. You can see those critters swim around, and believe me, it gets your attention when you see it.
Well, that might even apply to the people that have concerns about the microscopic microorganisms that they're getting from chemtrail fallout that shows up in the blood as well.
I really don't know exactly how they look. I just see all the garbage that can be swimming around in the plasma, and when you have all kinds of debris in the plasma, which is like stones in a waterfall where the blood cannot flow properly anymore, it's a handicap, because the blood cells are here to transport oxygen and nutrition to your cells, but if they have to swim through gooey plasma, it doesn't get to your cells and to your capillaries where they need to transport the food. So it's a big handicap, and you can really see that clearly in the blood.
Okay, now you see all of that in a person's blood, but then after they've been exposed to the Healthy Habits Wellness Triangle, the medallion, the XLO2 oxygen, water drops, and the whole food colostrum, then can you see positive change right away?
Yeah, we absolutely see that even in a couple of days. I don't know right away. I believe probably yes, because when you have this gooey mess that the plasma can become, and you hydrate your body, like the wellness triangle is energy, the water, and the nutrition. You start really by hydrating well with the XLO2, with the drops that help carry the blood, carry oxygen. Then you can see immediately a change, because the blood cells, which you can see freely swimming around after the consummation, after consuming the water, you see the difference in the blood cells.
Now, you can actually see stress. And stress is the number one killer of, it's the number one cause of so many diseases and symptoms in people's bodies. You actually see stress in people's blood, don't you?
Absolutely. I think that's the most fascinating for the people who are seeing their live blood analysis, when they see like spider webs. It's like a grid you put in a water flow. Let's say, for instance, you have a storage drain and you have all those debris stopped against that grid. This grid, which shows stress, is like strands in the blood, and it acts like a grid, so your blood cells can't swim around anymore. And it's important to see that, because once we see that, we can ask the person who is sitting in front of us, what's going on in your life that causes stress? Sometimes people don't even know that they have that stress. But pointing it out to them, because you can clearly see it, brings it to their attention, because they think, well, I'm handling stress really well. Obviously, some people you wouldn't believe that they are stressed, but you look at the blood and they seem so calm and so in control of everything, but the blood doesn't lie. So you can see those, it looks like a spider web in the blood. And then you point that out to the people, that really gets them to thinking. And obviously, before we can do anything, we have to find out what's the cause. And the person knows what's going on in his life. We just need to get him to admit it to himself and to us, so that we can then help them.
And the wellness triangle from Healthy Habits is a one-size-fits-all, so to speak.
That really helps because it addresses the hydration with the right water, with the oxygen in it, because oxygen is really important. Once the body is oxygenated, one of the things, like for instance cancer, cannot exist in an oxygenated body. So if you have your water and drink it with the added oxygen drop and the alkalizing drop, that's one great thing. And obviously the colostrum is the nutrition side, and it is the first thing that we need to nourish our bodies, because nowadays with the crops and the soils and everything depleted, we need a source of nutrition that really supplies basic food which the body will recognize and allow itself to heal then.